Hey, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 4. We are playing as India, and we are currently in war against our Mayan neighbors to stop them from winning a cultural victory, which we've definitely done. Assuming they don't take back their cities, that has definitely been put to a stop. They've got nothing going on over there. We're currently not being threatened by a space victory or anything of the sort, so we can pretty much take whatever route we want. We're going to have to do a little bit more punching over here just to mostly secure a little bit more space and maybe negotiate a decent peace deal. They are willing to peace out right now and give me a world map, which we're not really going to value, but I think we can probably go and continue to hammer them. Got my science rate turned back up. We did bank a lot of money while we were distracted by the war. No, I'm not giving you biology there, Stalin. We've got other stuff, but I've gone and turned up the science slider. We'll go ahead and burn off some of this deficit for a bit. We're running a fair amount of culture here, which we need to offset the stupendous amount of where war exhaustion is going on. So we are going to be forced to peace out relatively soon. But, yeah, not quite yet. Okay, I think the plan was to go... Was it to go to Uxmal next? I feel like it is. Although, we're currently fairly damaged. Or no. Oh, never mind. We're going to Mutal. That's where we're heading with our big army. Okay. Let's keep heading that way then. That's fine. These units are going to keep grouping up in Lakama. And in fact, if we get enough here, we might be able to go and start a second front. Mostly it's going to come down to the question of how many artillery you've got. And actually, the answer appears to be quite a lot. I have stopped building military units, have I not? No, not exactly. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to get you to finish your artillery, and then we'll finish the infinite queuing of it. And then same thing here. Finish that artillery. Remove the infinite queue. And that's going to be good. All right. Collateral damage. We are being bombarded by planes and things. You know what? Sure. I'll give you that. We could use the spices. I don't think you having uranium is really going to hurt us. All right. So you've completed this. Delhi does have health issues. Artillery done there. Hydroplant, da-da-da-da-da. I think you're going to go to culture spam. Intelligence agency. I guess we may as well build Mount Rushmore. All of our culture cities have maxed out their national wonders, so I can go and slap these guys down somewhere else. Sure, we'll put the Globe Theater here. It's not actually that helpful, but let's just build it, finish it. We'll give you public transportation for some health. Broadcast tower is built over here. We wanted a little bit of culture building over here to push back some of the borders, which seems to have worked out pretty well now. Let's go ahead and build your laboratory, and then this stack here. Rest one more turn. This stack has to continue to move. I think next turn we'll move some units out of Lakama. All right, most powerful civilization in the world. I mean, that makes sense. You no longer want my iron. Well, that's too bad. And we'll get you a broadcast tower. Okay, so yeah, out of these guys, we're going to take the artillery. Move you there, actually. Oops. Yeah, there we go. No, I want you guys to stop where you're going and stay in this square, please. Good. I think that went in. All right. We'll take the cannon, although I will upgrade you to an artillery, so I guess that means you will move this turn. These tanks, we need to keep some defensive troops over here, although that's part of what we've got machine guns for. Let's take the healthy marines and a few of the rifles out in here as well. And the war elephants. All right. The rest of you all can just go and mostly chill out. All these units, please stay here. Meanwhile, over this front, let's bombard the city. There we go, obliterate their city defenses. How many units you got in here? Not an unlimited amount of ground troops. I think we're just going to go for it. Yeah. So we're going to lose a bunch of artillery here. But I think we're going to be okay. We start with the tanks. 90%, 92, and we do have the withdrawal upgrade on some of these tanks. Yeah, these guys are still pretty damaged. They can also attack twice, I think, but not if they're that badly hurt. And that should be that. Yeah, install a new governor. Oh, look at all these wonders we got. Jeez, all these wonders that we really didn't fight for. So if I'd never started a war, if I'd stayed completely pacifist, if we had just gone and become, like the whole continent was united in one religion, we really could have done a purely peaceful run to the end of the game. And it might have worked out better, although I think the Mayans were going to go pretty nutso regardless. So we slowed ourselves down by doing some of the warfare, in theory, to like then develop a bigger edge afterwards. So it's possible we could have just out-teched and out-delivered or out-developed them, but I'm not entirely convinced of that. We don't really have anything else to build. I guess we'll go research here. The fact of the matter is, if I did want to go culture, what I could do at this point is just kill all the research and just put everything into culture, which might be the right thing to do. It might be faster to win the science victory, but at this point, I'm kind of curious about pushing for the culture win. There might be a few other wonders that are still possible to get, though. Oh, we already have Uxmal. Sorry, because it's surrounded by these the Mayan borders, it doesn't look like we did, so I was kind of confused. Well, why don't you push it down here then instead? And then you guys, who are heavily injured, get in the city. Wait there for a few turns. Still a great scientist. So we could found some of these corporations. I think at this point, just getting a boost to some sort of tech might work out, assuming we do keep up with the techs, which I'm not entirely sure that we will, but we'll see. Yeah, just wait a little bit here. Big group up. Oh, they do have some troops buzzing around.
Beep, 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 beep.
We should probably build the space elevator just to make sure that we have that as an option. So, if we sort of by highest production, it's got to be... Oh, we still need the Apollo program, which is being worked on. Okay. Yeah, if I did this... Nah, the space victory is going to be much faster. Okay. We'll just assume we're going to space. Again, we'll run enough of this to eliminate some unhappy faces. And then, yeah, this leaves 10% for the economy, which seems all right. So, infantry tanks. So you don't have a lot sitting around here. I just go and whack you with a marine. Yeah, it's not really going very well, is it? Okay. Take all these. I don't think Uxmal's actually being threatened. Yeah, okay. Head down that way. And then all you guys just fortify up in the city, make sure we don't lose that. And then over here... Yeah, we're going to have to rest another couple of turns before we push on. Any chance you're willing to do... I mean, there's no way you're willing to do capitulate. You're willing to give me some gold now. Yeah, we have double your military strength. As long as we haven't left a weakness. Oh! You're willing to become my vassal. Sounds like a deal. All right, we got a second vassal now. And we're potentially cruising towards a third. Okay, go for research. Oh, well, there's a possibility of building an aqueduct there. I just noticed. One more turn at least. Moving up. Oh, we did lose a number of units there, but right now the only thing threatening us here is the artillery. They do have planes, so they can respond fairly quickly. Send a few more over here. Oh yeah, Korea's going to jump in on this war, which might go some way towards convincing the Mayans to GG out of this. Join in for research. Research. And we may as well build that. Actually, we might just want more of the intelligence agencies. We'll see. All right, you guys get into the city there, please. We've got a tank attacking. That's not really a concern. Okay, we're going to go and move. Head out of there, please. And yeah, the rest of you, just fortify up in Mutal. This group's going to move here. And wait, the tanks could move some more, but we don't want to. Mayans would capitulate at this point. I mean, we can take another city. We can take another 2 cities away from them right now. I think I will. And then we'll piece them out. Start building tactical nukes. Manhattan Project is done. Hooray! Oh, we can start building spaceship parts. Okay. Apollo Project program is done. Yeah, just build the thruster. I'm thinking someone already built the space elevator since it's not in the list. You just need some basics. In fact, I can probably automate your building in these places. Steal some workers. What's great is when I steal a worker from someone else, it actually becomes a fast worker. I don't think I ever acknowledged that previously, but it's actually pretty amazing. Okay, you really don't have a lot of stuff here. Attacking across the river, but so be it. And yeah, it'll cost us, well, actually, not as many units as I expected. Oh, that's that. Elephants, can you walk in now? I don't mind losing a few of them. All right, install a new governor. And yeah, I'm just going to go and put on production automation. You can just queue up your own stuff. Currently, you're working on culture, which makes sense. It's because the city can't actually produce anything right now because it's in rebellion. Just do that. And I'm going to move you to the so-called military city, and we're going to build the military academy for construction speed. And yeah, I'm just going to go and take Chichen Itza, and then we'll go and force them to capitulate. No. I want to take one more city before we peace out. Yeah, just chill in there. And you guys... I guess there's no bombarding to do. Just whack the city. 99, 100%. Even with fairly damaged tanks here. Install a new governor. And yeah, we'll do the same thing. We'll just set you to automatic. And then the Mayan Empire. There we go. Take a bunch of your money, or probably all your money. Force a capitulation. And call that done. And once again, peace reigns in the world. Or at least in our world. I mean, I don't think anyone else is at war. I don't really care about anyone else. Automate you. All right. So now that we're at peace, we should be able to kill the culture thing. Sometimes you still need 1 tick just to get a little bit of basic happiness, but it seems to be all right. We'll go to 100% science for now. Okay. More thrusters. Assign the Korean city to call. I'm just going to say no. I don't really care one way or another, though. Now, I had not actually queued this up. Yeah, I was queuing it up for stealth things, which we don't need. We need the composites. Then we need the cockpit. Oh! Space elevator tech hasn't been researched yet. I mean, it might not come up and be relevant. For some reason, I was sure I'd researched it. And that, and that. Those are all the engine parts. I don't think we need to pick up anything else. Not going to pick up refrigeration, apparently. Well, then we'll just start working on some future tech. And that'll be that. All right, these units, go in, park yourself inside of the city. Done. These units, yeah, stay parked over here, which will still help with some culture flipping. Again, once the cities aren't in revolution, we do get all the tiles from our vassal, but it doesn't remove the cultural influence. Sure, buddy. In fact, we're not actually even researching that. Not on our list, but we'll take it anyway.
As to diseases, make a habit of 2 things.
But yeah, the culture is still present in the city, so there could still be culture flipping things, which does make it quite important for us to load in a few extra military units, especially on the borders here, to reduce the chance that these cities have a flip. Unless I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a problem with the vassals, but I'm pretty sure I remember it being a thing. So yeah, we vassalized everyone on our continent.
The real problem is not whether machines think, but whether men do.
So Bombay. Small latitude. So I think it does have to be VJ over here. All right, I'm going to put it in front of the queue. And if it hasn't been explicit, make sure to be production focused, please. So we'll leave the document behind that, which means this thing had, what, 16 turns worth of production queued up? That's okay. Stalin just completed the Apollo program. Yeah, I'm not worried. I think we're going to go and rush through the space stuff insanely fast.
We do not inherit the Earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Our tech rate's insane. Actually. It's actually ridiculous over here. Bombay, I'm going to get you to start on these casings, which actually a few of the cities do need to build. So the ones that are just on research. Let's go and do all those casings. Actually, you're pretty fast production. Starting with thruster because it takes a little bit more. Ooh, you're making infinite bombers. Well, don't do the life support, actually. You're too slow. Just, I don't know, build some public transportation. Okay. Not even convinced necessarily that the space elevator will accelerate things. It'll probably help with maybe the very last part that we build. Theater, you're going to be one of the auto cities over here.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.
Right, fiber optic for the cockpit. Yep, okay. Oh, we're getting catch-up text from the internet. I was a little confused. I'm like, I don't feel like some of these tech pop-ups that we're getting aren't something I'm researching, I thought. Did I queue up the wrong thing?
There's a single light of science, and to brighten it anywhere is to brighten it everywhere.
I do like that quote a lot. I don't know how much it applies to Civ, where we're mostly just trying to bash each other in the head. But it sounds nice. You know? Add all these thrusters. Go and help out with the research boost. Same thing here. There's all our thrusters. I think you can launch without all of them, but this definitely speeds things up. You don't even have a factory. Build that. Okay. Genetics. Is what, for the cockpit?
Soon it will be a sin for parents to have a child which carries the heavy burden of genetic disease.
We'll get you to build this. And I think I'm just going to set onto auto. But this vote just keeps going and going. You know what? Fine. I'm going to vote yes just so it goes away. Done. Casings are finishing. Okay, just help out on the research side. Add in. Life support is done. Yep. Oh, mandate for ownership fails. Oh, even with my yes vote. I mean, I hadn't been looking at the pop-up or the numbers, because I really didn't care about it. Did something become a free state? Hang on, we got to go through a million of these. Oh, we're almost at the domination limit. Yeah, we don't have the land area. Okay. I don't know if this includes my vassals. It may. Yeah, this is probably where we're going to be boosting something here. But yeah, it's not a building. You know what? We'll just Golden Age for the production and tech boost. All right, yeah, we're definitely going to be wrapping this up in just a moment here. Done. So docking bay, or the stasis chamber is already being worked on, and I think fusion leads to the docking bay.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from
engines.
magic.
There it is. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. We'll take the production boost. That's okay. Oh, we have another great engineer. I know. Here, boost refrigeration. That's okay. If I sort by hammers, docking bay engine, Cusco, because we need a second engine. So that'll be you. Done. And yeah, there's nothing left to do. I mean, we can keep going down the tech tree, but that's okay. In fact, maybe I should have just built the other part here instead of Cusco. Your passenger airline has crashed into Incan territory. Seem to be unsure how to react at first, but finally allowed recovery teams to access the crash site. Okay. I think my vassals have to vote for me. I mean, I would hope so.
Behind a veil, unseen yet present, I was the forceful soul that moved this mighty body.
So, in 2 more turns, we'll launch our ship. We could launch now. Travel time 12 turns. I think it's going to work out to exactly the same either way. Get you a recycling center and hotel or hospitals and things. Well, really, if we just keep burning through future tech, we're going to get infinite happiness and health. But I think it's going to be 10 turns to launch. And it was 2 turns to build it, which I like. I think it's going to go from 12 to 10. Yeah, so I think it comes out exactly the same. All right, we're launch our spaceship. I still think the Civ 4 spaceship assembly mode is really good. I think it's fantastic. I really enjoy doing this. And then, yeah, we just have to chill for 10 turns. And I don't think anyone's going to do anything. We'll just set everything to research.
Nothing travels faster than
lasers
the speed
for
of
free.
light, with the possible exception of bad news, which obeys its own special laws.
There's our launch. I guess it always launches from the capital. Out of curiosity, if I did set this to 100 for a turn. Oh. And set...
will be better tomorrow.
Yeah, let's see if we can do diplomatic victory. And set Bombay to culture. And set VJ culture. Culture focus. Like if I did this. I mean, I think the turns are still nowhere near. Yeah, sure. You know what? You can have aluminum. We're done with most of it. 37 turns. I mean, it wouldn't have been a bad, like, second cry. More people are building some spaceship things. And yeah, our population is almost at the denomination limit, but yeah, we still don't have the land, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, okay. It's fun to look at, but the culture stuff's not going to work. We'll keep them focusing on it, but we'll move us back to science just so we can keep stacking all these future techs. 4 turns to victory. Yeah, sure. Horses for iron. I don't care. I mean, we have iron. We should anyway. How many votes shy are we of a diplomatic victory? 502 votes out of 522 to require it. Wow. If we and our vassals just had a little bit more population, we would have gotten there. And there we go. We won a space victory. So I don't have any of the videos going because it does weird things to the recording resolution. And then we get our excellent recording. So that's us in the far north here, right? Say, where's the Mayans? But oh no, this is our continent. That's us. We're purple. That makes more sense. Although I'm still a little confused. Oh, there it is. Wow, that's hard to see. So that's us. That's the Incans. That's Korea, and that's the Mayans. And I'm actually curious to see how well the Mayans are going to do here. So we did a pretty good job of expanding. They're even having to deal with some barbarian stuff. But I think the Mayans did have access to a fairly decent amount of territory. They seem to have settled a decent number of cities in there. And yeah, our score, and this is, I'm assuming, the Mayan score over here. This is probably Korea down there. So Maya at some point, like, this is after the war started, we went through. Because if we restart, there's definitely a period where Mayans were leading the score, but just barely. But they did have some incredible science going on. And yeah, that's the big push over here. Well, part of me makes me like feel like, oh, maybe I should have tried to just play super friendly with them. When in Civ 4, it's actually very viable. If everyone on your continent shares a religion, there's a good chance that you can develop an incredibly good relationship. And all we would have to do is build enough of a standing army to not look like we were super vulnerable. And then otherwise, we probably could have just dedicated a lot more to attack. That being said, we didn't have a really well-developed cottage industry, which definitely impacted the amount of commerce we're making. And I don't know if the reasons I didn't have a well-developed cottage economy were legit. It felt to me like I did have to build a fair number of farms to fill out our territory, and then to give enough food for the cities to grow. And then there were a fair number of hills, which we did get commerce from that with windmills, which kept getting better over time. But I don't know if we had like vast expanses of grasslands. I think there were more areas that I could have done it. My problem is I really like to build farms wherever there's a river. And I think I may have built too many farms and not enough cottages to develop just the economy. Because yeah, there's this whole period here. For like, this mid place in the game is one of the most important parts of the game. Like, I'm not too worried about being behind early on. In fact, I was kind of ahead early on. And then we started to fall back. Now, some of this, and actually, this is the dip in the Incas. I think a big part of this divergence was indeed us fighting that Incan War and then not continuing our curve up. Where it starts flatlining over here, I suspect this is where we started to invest in military. That's probably what was going on as kind of a precursor to the war. And then our score goes up as we took an Incan city, but not much. And then it stays flat over here for a while. Second Incan War, they take a drop. We actually don't go up in score here, which is a little confusing. And then here is, wow, the Mayans were really going nuts. But then here's where we declared on the Mayans themselves and started to take things away from them. So, I mean, we got there. We won. But I'm wondering if there would have been another path to victory. Who knows? Anyway, I was so happy to be playing some Civ 4 again. I suspect Civ 4 will be something that always makes it on the channel from time to time. I do want to go back and play like Civ 5 and Civ 6 again because we haven't done that in a while. And I also want to play more Millennia. Or Millennium. Update 3 just got released yesterday as I'm recording this, and it's got some great changes, including some quality of life stuff that I've requested, like indicators for improvements can be repaired. And I really think it's a legitimately good and fun game. So I am interested in taking a look. We'll see. In any case, that brings us to the end of this. Thank you very much, everyone who watched this series, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.